Morning student. So this is the last part of the first chapter, force. So today we will learn about centrifugal force. So we have already studied that a centrifugal force is a force assumed by an observer moving with the body to act on the body in the direction away from the center of circular path. And I have focused on here that observer is moving with the body. So there is a condition that the observer should move with the body. So now I'll discuss the experiment. So in this experiment there is a ball which is tied to a string, and so one end of the string is tied to the merry-go-round and the other end is tied to a ball. So what happens initially when merry-go-round is at rest, so the string was completely loose. Now as the merry-go-round starts moving, so the string gets tight. So this is the case. Here is the ball. So here the ball is moving in a circular path. And what is the reason for the tightness of string? So the tightness of string is due to the tension which is acting towards the center of the merry-go-round. So here the ball is executing a circular motion. So now the motion of the circular ball is observed by two persons. So the first person is at position A on the merry-go-round and the other person is at position M, which is on the ground. So we can consider this is the position of a person which is on the ground, and here is a person which is on the merry-go-round, that is the person is here, the observer is moving with the body. So the person standing on the ground observes that the body is moving along this path. Here I am representing it with the dotted lines. So this is the path of the ball observed by the person on the ground, whereas the person standing on the merry-go-round always sees that the ball is in front. Let's suppose the initial position of the ball is P. Now after some times when the ball reaches to the position P dash, so what happens, the person also changes its position. It comes to this part. So here also he sees that the ball is again in front of him. When the ball comes to the position P double dash, then the person reaches at this point. So again he sees that the ball is in front of him. So for the person at M, the ball moves in a circular path, and there is a force which is responsible for the circular motion, and which this force is called tension force. So for observer at position M, here's the observation is that the force responsible for circular motion is tension force, that is T. Now since the person at A observes that the ball is stationary, so under his observation he explains that there are two forces acting on the ball. One force is towards the center and the other force is away from the center. So there must be two equal and opposite forces which balances the ball. So this outward force acting on the ball is called centrifugal force, and the force which acts towards the center is called centripetal force. So for the person at A to explain his observation, he considered two forces. One force is acting towards the center and the other force is acting away from the center. So under these two forces he can explain his observation. So from here we can say that this is the centrifugal force which is observed by the observer, which is moving with the body to explain his observation. Now this is the second case. So suppose during the execution of circular motion, what happens, all of a sudden there is a breaking of the string. So what happens, the tension force which was initially acting ceases to act. So what will happen, initially the direction of force acting on the ball at this position P was along this. So what happens, this ball, as the tension force stop acting, so what will happen, this ball will throw along this direction. So it will be thrown, so the path will be along PT. So the ball will start moving along this direction. Now we will discuss what is observed by the person which is on the platform outside the merry-go-round and the person at A which is on the merry-go-round. So the person at M observes that the ball is moving along a straight path, whereas the person A which is on the merry-go-round, he initially, when the ball was at position P, he observes that the ball is in front of him. Now as the ball reaches to position P dash, the position of a person shifts from A to A dash, and he again observes that the ball is in front of him but bit far. Again what happens, as the ball reaches to position P double dash, there is a circular motion executing. So what happens, the person reaches at position A double dash. Again he observes that the ball is in front of him and it is moving radially outward, that is away from the center of the circle. So what he will observe, that the ball is moving away from him, that is radially outward. So to explain the observation of A, he says that there is a force which is acting outward, that is radially outward, and that force is named as again centrifugal force. So from these two experiments it is clear that to explain the observation of the person which is moving with the body, there is a requirement of a force, and that force is called centrifugal force. So from here we can conclude that centrifugal force is not a real force. It is not a real force. That is, we can say that it is a Fixier's force. So here centrifugal force exactly, or we can say that it really does not exist, but it is considered to describe or understand a certain motion. So it is called a Fixier's force, or we can say that virtual force also. So this was all about the chapter. Thank you.